Hi, tribe. How are you? Happy Monday. How are you? I'm so excited to chat with you and to bring some new content to you this year. I'm going to be switching things up a little bit with my content, and I wanted to come to you with some videos to really help drive home the message, to give you a short and sweet but very, very powerful message each week. So I can't wait to hear what you think about it. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about fault versus responsibility, right? So, a lot of what I've been hearing as we move into the new year is that so many people are so stoked and excited about really moving forward. Everyone gets into the vibe of this is the year, this is my year, this is where it all changes. This is the time for me to step up. I'm going to do everything that I wanted to do. I'm going to get out of that, crappy settling phase and really create the life that I enjoy. And I love this energy. The problem with it is that most of us don't actually keep that energy for very long. And many of us slip back into a bit of victimhood. And what I mean by that is sort of blaming circumstances, blaming our past, blaming situations for where we are in our life. And I've been there, I've done that, I've got the t-shirt, and that's just not the way that life works, right? So I'm going to share with you this little message that I hope is going to be incredibly powerful, and my hope is that it's going to inspire you to truly take responsibility for the next, 12 months, but every day moving forward beyond that, not just the next 12 months, but every moment after this, okay? So a lot of the things that I've been hearing, and I heard it a lot towards the end of 2016, people were saying 2016 was a terrible year. I can't wait for it to move on. I'm done with it. Let's welcome in the new year. Let's do this because I'm so over it, right? But the problem is that a lot of people were blaming other people, circumstances, their ex, their parents, their boss, their job, their partner or whomever for sort of the crappy life that they were living. And so they were standing in this space of victimhood, blaming anyone and everyone but themselves around what is happening, what has happened in their lives. Now, if you followed me for any amount of time, you know that I am a huge believer in the fact that we create our own reality. That based on our thoughts, based on our beliefs, based on the truths that we accept on a daily basis, we are always creating our reality. Which means if you believe that, then you also believe that if something negative is coming into your life, if something that is less than desirable comes into your life, then it is something that in some way you attracted, right? Not an easy pill to swallow for sure, but if you believe that you create your own reality, then you have to believe that that is part of it as well. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. I lived most of my life playing victim. I wanted to blame anyone and everyone for my life. My boss, my upbringing, my mom, terrible relationships I was in, ex-partners, that kind of thing. I was really in this state of it's not my fault. I've been given this life and these things are happening to me because of my past. That got me nowhere, except repeating the same mistakes. I had terrible money mindset. I was repeating bad relationship after bad relationship. I was getting into really crappy jobs where I wasn't making much. I wasn't doing anything that I enjoyed. I was attracting these bosses that were just tyrants, right? And I blamed my past. I blamed my mom. I blamed the people that I had been in relationships with. But here's the thing. What has happened to you, what happened to me in my past wasn't my fault. However, once I know this material, once I know that I'm the creator of my own reality, then my future, my present, and my future becomes my responsibility. Which means you can't unknow this information. And if you accept the fact that we are the creator of our own reality, that we can create unlimited possibilities, that we can create unlimited abundance, that we can create amazing relationships, an amazing job, prosperity, everything. If you accept that, then you must also accept that you have to take responsibility for the things that are happening. Now, I realize for a lot of you, there are going to be things that come up that are really uncomfortable. There are going to be questions about how did I attract this into my life? This happened to me. How did that happen? And why did that happen? And all of these questions, right? I don't know everyone's circumstance. I don't pretend to know everyone's circumstance. But the truth that I hold on to is that every day we are responsible for the thoughts, for the beliefs, for the truths, for the words that we speak, for the energy that we put out, for the actions we take or choose not to take, that we are responsible. So as we have this, huge energy around creating a new reality, using this clean slate, this new year, this new energy, right? Moving into 2017, moving forward beyond just January, right? Carrying that energy forward. I want you to reflect a little bit on what you're willing to take responsibility for, because setting intentions for the new year, setting intentions to be, to be more abundant, to quit your job, to get out of that relationship, to move, to buy the house, to do whatever it is that you've set the intention to do this year is beautiful. I love it. However, if you are not willing to take responsibility for your life, moment to moment, thought to thought, belief to belief, then all of that is worthless. You have to take responsibility for your actions. You have to take responsibility for those thoughts that are happening in your mind. And that means questioning those words that are coming up, questioning those beliefs that tell you can't do it, questioning, where that came from and how can you clear it, right? This work isn't necessarily the most enjoyable work to do, but when you know what you know, because you're here, you're in this community, of course you know this, when you know that you are the creator of your own reality, you have to take responsibility for that. And that means looking at your life and saying, okay, this aspect of my life isn't going the way that I would like. So what are the beliefs that I am holding on to? How am I trying to place blame? Where is it that I am seeing this lack in myself? And how can I adjust that? So I wanted to jump into, 2017 with my first video to be extremely powerful around taking responsibility. Because if there's one thing that I know and there's one thing that I truly believe beyond a shadow of a doubt, it is that you have the ability and the power, and you have always had the power to create the most amazing life of your dreams. I believe that. I know that to be true. And this is the work that I'm committed to doing to help you get there. So I want you to your action step for today, right? I want you to take a moment and I want you to think about how you can take responsibility for this moment and for the next video that you're doing, or the next video, the next step that you're doing, the next action you're doing. How can you take responsibility for your life? And then I want you to reply to this email and tell me what you're doing. A couple of ideas. You can apply for other jobs. You can start writing your book. You can, set up a separate savings account. You can start looking at your beliefs. You can start a journaling practice. You can schedule a consultation with a coach. You can, whatever it is. But I want you to take action today. Action today to take responsibility. And I want you to reply to this email and let me know what that action is. Okay? Remember, your past is not your fault. What has happened in your past is not your fault. What happens in your future is completely and 100% your responsibility. So make the most out of it. Okay? Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.